Beloved, here we have gathered amidst this magnificent cathedral of creation that we may joyously unite Daniel and Nicole in holy matrimony. For here in this valley, alive with the flavors of wine and romance, we now give our witness to the transforming power of love in their lives and affirm what precious blessings Daniel and Nicole have become to one another. Now you with Nicole and Daniel this day are indeed the most important people in their world, and realizing that, you make their ceremony all the more meaningful by your participation with a sincere respect for their beliefs, their values, and their desires. For this is Nicole and Daniel's day, their day in which they have given us the privilege of empowering them to wonderful tomorrows through the blessings of our unconditional love and acceptance. Within their ceremony, each of us has the chance to share in the most inspiring, comforting, and honorable characteristics of a long-established ritual. For that to be our reality, we must be willing to reach out to one another with an open, understanding, and an affirming spirit. In such a spirit as that, we celebrate the mysteries of romance that have brought Daniel and Nicole together to care for one another through all the varying experiences of their lives. Now, respecting this constant balance of life, of which they are to be a part, our assistant minister, Guy, will now pour wine into 2 cups, from which Daniel and Nicole shall partake, to indicate their acceptance and their recognition that there will be both pain as well as happiness in marriage. Now, Daniel, Nicole, this is the cup of joy and prosperity. Drinking from this cup, you declare that you will share equally in the blessings and bounty that life may bestow upon you. You're doing great. Have a bigger sweet this time.
Can I have 2?
Yeah, you made
I'm a little nervous.
Swig it all. This is the cup of sorrow and want. Partaking from this cup, you symbolize before us that you will assume the other's burdens, trials, and tribulations, all the while realizing that it has been your sorrows that have carved a place within your souls for your joys to dwell. Complementing this, let us now join in prayer with one another. Our most merciful and loving God, giver of every precious gift of life, we thank you that we can gather as your people this day to ask your special blessings upon Daniel and Nicole as they bring their tender hearts and their gentle spirits to be united in holy matrimony. Abide with Daniel and Nicole, filling their world with your serenity and joy, keeping them ever mindful of how fortunate they are to share an outpouring of themselves with one another. As we pause now, in gratitude for the gifts given Daniel and Nicole by those not with us today, we are especially thankful for how blessed Daniel and Nicole were by their dogs Raleigh and Charlie, who now abide with you, but whose love remains deep within their hearts. In doing this, so now enliven us each one to search for those ways within ourselves of bringing more wonderful blessings to their lives together. And may it be to that glorious end that each of us are inspired and changed by what is said and witnessed before us this day. Amen. Now, Daniel, Nicole, it was in the spring of 2009, while living in the same apartment complex, that you were able to get acquainted through your dogs and begin to establish a wonderful friendship between yourselves. A friendship which has since grown into the love that has led you here to Napa Valley for you to proclaim before us you'll keep doing all you can to appreciate the multi-dynamic natures of your personalities. Now, in that, Daniel, I trust you will always treasure Nicole for her loyal, loving soul, her compassionate sensitivity, her hopeful, fiery, playful spirit. While I believe you, Nicole, will continue to cherish Daniel for his humble, respectable, nurturing, helpful virtues, his selfless generosity, his patient demeanor, for Daniel being an honest, honorable gentleman of his word. And while Daniel is practical, reserved, and contemplative, while you, Nicole, are an extrovert with a Disney addiction who believes we should all be better off by singing and dancing every day. You both are intelligent, open-minded, kind, handsome individuals with a joyous sense of humor who are deeply devoted to your family, your friends, and your dog Nika, and you possess a true tenderness of heart, which has captured the hearts of all of us, lucky enough to share your wedding day with you. Now, as you move onward to new discoveries of yourselves in matrimony, I pray you'll do all you can to make inner peace your goal in your unity and your individuality. Now, for that to be the reality of your togetherness, please keep treasuring the trust which has grown between you, understanding that trust becomes stronger only by the allowance for complete honesty and vulnerability in all your communications. Now, when doing this, you turn away from any temptation to criticize, to control, or ever use that bad word should. Instead, keep doing all you can to empower yourselves and others with compassion, kindness, truth, and your most sacred gifts of forgiveness and genuine acceptance. But know the most important lesson of love on your wedding day is this: for you to realize that we are all of us as God's children, we're all truly connected to one another, that each of us shares a part in one another's hearts. And to this, Daniel and Nicole, you have the mightiest of responsibilities. For to add greater depths of meaning to your marriage, you must do all you can to extend your love far beyond yourselves. Now, to that end, let your goodness prevail, that be what inspires you to proclaim your rarity, to go the extra mile for another, and use wisely your God-given power of choice. So choose then to keep looking for every way of giving, for that is the greatest enrichment of yourselves. Choose to pause each day to be thankful to God for the multitude of blessings in your lives, while thinking of the many ways you can inspire and strengthen one another. But make the most important choice of all, to do all things with love. Love for yourself, love for all others, and love for one another, always remembering that loving is infinitely more fulfilling than being loved. We got through the preaching part. Hallelujah. Now then, let us acknowledge that in any marriage service, it is a couple's declaration of unity with those with them, God bless you, on their wedding day, as well as your prayer for affirmation from those whom they love. Therefore, before Daniel and Nicole will make their vows of matrimony to one another, it is only fitting that you, who by your witness enable them to become husband and wife, offer your blessing and vow of commitment to them. So thus I ask all of you, do you, as Daniel and Nicole's most cherished loved ones, hereby affirm your commitment to share with them in their hopes and their dreams, their joys and their sorrows, to do all you can to reinforce their marriage in a spirit of unconditional love, to guide them, to listen to them, to pray for them, to help them in their times of need, pledging to always uphold their union, blessed not just by God, but now by you as well? The answer is we do. That was good. And now with their blessing, you're ready to make your vows of matrimony to one another. So the two of you will please face one another, joining both of your hands together. And Daniel, you'll please begin by repeating after me. Nicole, I come here today to join my life to yours. Before those whom we love, I pledge to be true to you, to respect you, and to grow with you through the years. Time may pass, fortune may smile, trials may come. No matter what we may encounter together, I vow here that this love will be my only love. I will make my home in your heart from this day forward. Now, Nicole, you'll please repeat after me.
Okay.
Daniel, I come here today to join my life to yours. Before those whom we love, I pledge to be true to you, to respect you, and to grow with you through the years. Time may pass, fortune may smile, trials may come. No matter what we may encounter together, I vow here that this love will be my only love. I will make my home in your heart from this day forward. Keep it right here. No, right here, right, perfect. Right here. There you go, good. Let it go. There you go, perfect. Excellent. And now may these rings be for you a symbol that love has substance as well as a soul, a present as well as a past, and despite its sometimes sorrows, love is a circle of happiness, of wonder and delight. Now then, Daniel, you'll please take Nicole's ring, place it on the fourth finger of her left hand, and repeat after me. Nicole, I give you this ring as a sign of my promise that wherever you are, my love is with you. It is a token of my faithfulness and my pledge to honor you with my whole being. Now, Nicole, you'll please take Daniel's ring, place it on the fourth finger of his left hand, and repeat after me. Daniel, I give you this ring as a sign of my promise that wherever you are, my love is with you. It is a token of my faithfulness and my pledge to honor you with my whole being. And now, affirming your vows, I shower you with rose petals, so the sweet fragrances of this day will be with you throughout your happily ever after. And thus it is, Daniel and Nicole, by the giving of your rings, the speaking of your vows, and the witness of all these people here who love you, I now pronounce that you, Daniel and Nicole, are husband and wife. Kiss your bride. And with delight, I present Mr. and Mrs. Daniel and Nicole Gwynn, who through their love for you, your love for them, and their love for one another, may now abide happily together as husband and wife. Let's hear it! Okay, all right, everybody, come give him a hug. I'm sorry?
That was great.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind.
Oh, very good.